Okay, here we go. So today we're going to cover SQL injections, and to explain it, we're going to go through the article and a little bit of how SQL works. We're not going to solve labs immediately, we're going to go through. And the SQL injection is sending some response, so we get an answer that we're not supposed to from the server. I'm going to refer to it as SQL, so SQL injection. The impact is we can get unauthorized data, some stuff we're not supposed to see on the back end. A lot of people use the servers. It's not all black and white. There isn't just one server. If we look at this cheat sheet, we notice that there's 4 different types. So it could be using Oracle, it could be using Microsoft, and da 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 da. Back to the top. I will go over the labs, but first I want to show you how an SQL database looks like, because if you don't understand how it looks like, how are you going to exploit it? So I just have a test one, and it might be overwhelming at first because the outline of this database, which was a sample that was downloaded, looks roughly, one second, I like the color version, this. Oh my God, have mercy. No, it's really easy to understand. So we have our table names, and then underneath we have if it's a key or not. As you notice, we can have 2 keys, but each key is referring to another key, so that's like a link. Then we have our name of the column, and then the type it is, which is char, string, and date, yada yada yada. You could do different types. That will be very, very useful later on to see what type we can use and narrow it down, because technically we could brute force everything. It's just how long it would take. So if I narrow it down more and more, it's easier. This is referring to many to one. So many of these is equivalent to one key. Many to one. You have 1 to 1. Let's see if we actually have a 1 to 1. No, I don't think we do. Anyway, there's just that's what it looks like, but here's the actual database. So I might cover this later, but this is the command or schema that creates the database. So we create album with it as a primary key, auto increment, yada yada yada. It's easier to see it this way, to be honest. Constraints. We have primary and foreign key. If you want to, you can go look that up, but I hope we can at least start with the basics. So this is the actual statement, and if we were to see, it can be a type. It can be non-null, so it has to be entered. That's useful with username and passwords. Primary key, meaning it's primary or foreign key. Auto increment, you want to do that for IDs, so that way you have the first ID, second, third, fourth, and it's like a index. And then unique would be good for password or usernames, so you don't have 2 of the same usernames in a database. You could also set the default, which is like a fill-in blank, and then the foreign key, it's like an action. So let's go back to it and we'll see the actual table. I want to do customers, because I bet you guys could maybe see that one better. Okay, so we have our customers, first name, last name. Company, address, city, state, stuff like that. We have our ID, which is auto increment, so it's the same as the row pretty much. As you can see, this is how we do it. Let's see if we can do a command. Yeah, okay. So we're going to select what do we want to select? We want to select our, let's say, city and state. So, and state from our database customers. And that should execute. City and state. Our city, San Jose, SP, Stuttgart, no. San Jose, SP. So that's how that returns, and we have the format of we want to select the name of the column from table. Let's do another one of you don't necessarily have to capitalize this. I just like to because it's easier to view. Runs them all. Okay. So we have everything, every column, every data. That's what the star does. It returns every column. Now, we notice that there's also one thing that's filter. If I were to filter, is there actually a double name? Ooh, how about this one? Null. It's not actually a thing, but can I do use as filter? No. So that'll return all of these. Let's notice that it's 2, 3, 4. It's missing 5 and 10 through 13. And we're doing it by company. So we're going to select star from customers where I don't remember what it's doing. Hold on. Company. Company equals null. Finish without errors, but did I spell anything wrong? Uh, oh my god. Whoops. That was great. Didn't actually see that happen. It's okay. Okay, we should probably try something else. USA. How about that one? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so country USA. Star from customers. Oh, but the customer table name has to be right, and the name of the column has to be right. Country equal to USA. And semicolon is optional. There we go. Whoopsie. So our country USA, we get those. Same thing. Basically. We could also do, I don't think we'll run into this, but you could also do, seriously, stop the error. group by state. Oh, sorry. And as you notice, it now sorts by the state in alphabetical order. So basically, sort by state. Same thing. I hope that really helps the understanding of the database and we can get this to a better start. If you have any questions, just add them in the comments. I could probably answer them. If you want to, you can go view a SQL database, but this is a necessary thing. Discard. And as we said, the cheat sheet, I will refer back to this, but the cheat sheet, you just have a little bit different for special commands. The select, update, insert, delete, or remove are basically the same. Comments are different. Select is the same, as you see. Select is always the same. Okay, and because the Academy labs, wow, it's taking a little while, but it's okay. How can I launch up burp, which somebody did tell me a secret, which was proxy. Oh, that's not useful. Maybe it's something else. I'll see while we wait. I actually don't think I've actually set it up on here though. Have I? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that. I don't use the pro mode either. Labs, we start with the union attack. So I'm going to start with this segment and each, we will break this up into parts. So we will have union as the okay. I might have to actually download it. Okay, I actually will have to download it. So I will. It's not immediate, so I'll just set that up real quick. Yeah, so basically we'll start with union and each segment will be a different part. So part 1, union. Part 2 is going to be injection attack. Part 3 is blind. And then part 4 is going to be this one. I cannot do the last one because I won't have the pro version. And I haven't figured out a way to actually do it without the pro version. So, I mean, I tried. I couldn't find it. So, I'm sorry about that. If you don't have the pro version, I don't think there's any other way, but also if you're going to really go into this, I would suggest getting the pro version. So it would be called Foxy Proxy. Let me add that real quick. Somebody told me this. That might be useful. Ta-da.